Breaking news for Social Security recipients. If you've been struggling to make ends meet on your current benefits, you need to hear this. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has just secured crucial Senate support for a game-changing $6,840 increase in Social Security benefits for SSDI recipients and retirees. Stay tuned because I'm about to break down exactly what this means for your monthly checks and who qualifies for this massive boost. And trust me, some of the details I'm about to share might surprise even the most informed Social Security recipients. Before we dive into these exciting details, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss any updates about this major development that could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. Drop a YES in the comments if you're ready to learn about this potential increase in your benefits. And here's a quick tip: stick around until the end because I'm going to share 3 little-known provisions in this proposal that could significantly impact your benefits. Let me start by addressing the question that's probably racing through your mind right now: is this increase really happening? Well, here's the truth. Chuck Schumer has been working behind the scenes, building a coalition of senators who understand just how desperately Social Security recipients need this boost. And finally, after months of negotiations, he's secured enough support to make this a real possibility. But the story behind how this came together is fascinating, and it shows just how much pressure lawmakers are feeling from constituents like you. You might be wondering, why $6,840 specifically? This amount wasn't chosen randomly. It represents what many experts consider the minimum additional amount needed to help Social Security recipients keep up with today's skyrocketing costs. Think about it. When was the last time your benefit increase actually matched your rising expenses? Between higher grocery bills, medical costs, and utility rates, most of us are falling further behind each month. Let me share some revealing statistics about how inflation has eaten away at Social Security benefits over the past few years. Now, here's something that makes this proposal different from previous attempts at increasing benefits. Schumer's team has structured this in a way that addresses both immediate needs and long-term sustainability. They've included provisions for automatic adjustments based on regional cost of living differences, something that's never been done before. This means if you live in an area with higher living costs, you could potentially see even larger increases. Let's talk about the implementation timeline, because I know that's what many of you are most concerned about. While the exact dates aren't set in stone, the proposal includes a rapid rollout plan that could see the first increased payments hitting accounts within months of passage. But here's what's really interesting. There's a provision for retroactive adjustments that could provide back pay for up to 6 months. One aspect that's getting surprisingly little attention is how this increase would affect different categories of beneficiaries. For example, if you're receiving SSDI benefits and have dependent children, there are additional provisions that could increase your family's total benefit amount even more. Similarly, widows and widowers might see extra adjustments to their survivor benefits. Here's a question many viewers have been asking: how would this affect early retirement benefits? Well, I've got good news. The proposal includes special considerations for those who took early retirement due to health issues or job losses. There's even discussion of allowing some early retirees to recalculate their benefits under the new formula. Let's dive into the funding mechanism because this is crucial for understanding why this proposal has gained such broad support. Unlike previous attempts at benefit increases, this one includes a carefully crafted funding strategy that addresses long-term Social Security solvency. This has helped win over some previously skeptical senators. Speaking of support, let me share some behind-the-scenes information about how Schumer built this coalition. It turns out that personal stories from Social Security recipients played a huge role. Senators were particularly moved by accounts of seniors choosing between medications and food, or disabled Americans unable to afford basic necessities despite receiving SSDI. Now, here's something that could affect future retirees. The proposal includes changes to how Social Security calculates your initial benefit amount. This means if you're still working, your future benefits could be significantly higher than under the current formula. I'll explain exactly how this works and who stands to benefit the most. Let's address a concern that's been flooding my comment section. Will this increase affect Medicare premiums? The proposal actually includes provisions to protect beneficiaries from premium increases that might otherwise eat into the new benefit amount. This was a key negotiating point that Schumer insisted on including. Here's an interesting development that hasn't been widely reported. Several major business organizations have come out in support of this increase. Why? Because they recognize that when seniors and disabled Americans have more spending power, it boosts local economies. Some economists estimate that every dollar of increased Social Security benefits generates about $1.70 in economic activity. Let's talk about the role of advocacy groups in making this happen. Organizations like AARP, the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare, and various disability rights groups have been working tirelessly behind the scenes. Their research and advocacy efforts have been crucial in demonstrating the urgent need for this increase. One aspect that deserves special attention is how this proposal would help rural beneficiaries. Rural areas often have unique challenges, with limited access to services and higher transportation costs. The proposal includes specific provisions to address these challenges, including adjustments for transportation and healthcare access costs. Here's something that might affect you if you're currently working while receiving benefits. The proposal includes changes to the retirement earnings test. This could allow you to earn more without having your benefits reduced. It's a significant change that could help many seniors who need to work part-time to make ends meet. Let's discuss the impact on SSI recipients, because this is crucial. While the main focus has been on SSDI and retirement benefits, the proposal includes important changes to SSI as well. This includes updates to the resource limits and income exclusions that haven't been adjusted in decades. Now, here's a detail that's particularly important for disabled workers. The proposal includes improvements to the work incentive programs. This could make it easier for SSDI recipients to attempt returning to work without fear of losing their benefits immediately. It's a change that many advocacy groups have been requesting for years. Let me share some insights about how this increase could affect different age groups. If you're over 75, there are additional adjustments designed to help cover the higher medical costs that often come with advancing age. Similarly, younger disabled workers would see improvements in how their future benefit increases are calculated. Here's something that's gotten very little attention. The proposal includes provisions for improved widows and widowers' benefits. Currently, many surviving spouses face a significant drop in household income. The new provisions would help prevent this financial cliff by allowing survivors to keep a larger portion of the household's total benefit. Let's talk about the international impact, because this affects more people than you might think. If you're one of the many Social Security recipients living abroad, these increases would apply to you too. The proposal includes provisions for ensuring that international beneficiaries receive their increases promptly and without additional fees. Now, here's a crucial point about advocacy. While Schumer has secured significant support, public pressure remains important. I'm going to share some effective strategies for contacting your representatives. But first, let's talk about common misconceptions about the proposal that need to be addressed. One concern I've heard repeatedly is about the impact on the Social Security Trust Fund. The proposal actually includes measures to strengthen the trust fund's long-term stability. This was crucial in winning support from fiscal conservatives who might otherwise have opposed the increase. Let's discuss the role of state governments in this process. Several state legislatures have passed resolutions supporting the increase, adding to the pressure on federal lawmakers. This state-level support has been particularly influential with senators who were initially on the fence. Here's something practical that affects many of you. The proposal includes improvements to the Social Security Administration's customer service capabilities. This means shorter wait times for appointments, better online services, and more staff to handle questions and problems. Now, let me address some specific questions about timing. While the exact implementation schedule isn't set, there are several key dates you need to know about. I'll break down the timeline and explain what needs to happen at each stage for this increase to become reality. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and share this video with friends and family who receive Social Security benefits. They need to know about this potential increase too. Subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on this developing story. I'll be covering every new development as it happens. Have questions about how this increase might affect your specific situation? Drop them in the comments below. I read every comment and try to address as many questions as I can in my future videos. Many of your questions help me identify important topics for future videos. And don't forget to check the description below for links to contact your senators and make your voice heard on this crucial issue. The more they hear from us, the better chance we have of making this increase a reality. I've included templates you can use when contacting your representatives. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, where I'll dive deeper into the specific provisions of this proposal and what they mean for you. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your benefits. I've got some exciting exclusive information coming up in the next few days that you won't want to miss. See you in the next video.